Victim of the prize, rules of modern dating and understanding when it comes to women. It's complicated.
Comes to dating and relationships, who is typically seen as the prize, the man or the woman?
The woman.
Ooh, the woman for sure.
The woman.
The woman.
The woman.
So if
I've
the
been
woman is the
seeing mad
prize,
people like watch these videos and shit. These shit just kind of. I watched one myself. Hold up.
what would that make the man?
The wallet.
Yeah.
Doesn't that place the man at a lower value and status to the woman?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Don't women typically want to date a man on her level or higher?
Yeah.
Yes.
So don't women typically want to date a man who's a prize and not a loser?
No, I like to be better.
So if a woman declares herself the prize, isn't that relationship destined to fail?
No.
Not necessarily. It depends on who she's dating. If she's dating a guy who, you know, puts women on a pedestal and sees them as like the end-all be-all, then that's on them. And whatever works for them, as long as they're happy, they're happy. But
It's a yes or no question.
Worth, they're not gonna go for that.
It was a yes or no
If the woman is the
question.
prize, wouldn't that make the man a simp?
Yes,
Exactly.
there are simps in this world. Like if there are high-value men and other people who respect themselves.
But do you
Simps
think that
rule
women
the
want to date
world.
a simp?
Some women do. Some women want to be alpha and a boss bitch. You know.
They want that, but they don't need it. And then when they realize they don't need that type of man,
I mean,
They
it depends
gone.
on the male. If the male is like a beta, then he just gonna suck it up and follow behind the female. But if he's an alpha, he gonna be like, I'm not taking that.
Because I think, actually, I know I'm a prize. And so I think that a man
Cap.
should value me for what I am.
So why do so many women go around
Cap.
declaring themselves the prize?
Because they have pussies. It's
That's
much
it.
harder to find a high-value man than it is an average woman. I can
An
find a
average
girl out
woman.
here, but for her to find a man who has clout, status, money,
nah, we could find average women. We just don't go for the average woman. You feel me? We don't go for the average woman. Like the average woman, you're not going for because she's not really bad for real, in your eyes, because you probably watch too much porn.
money, influence, all that personality and whatnot. It's way harder. Who's funny?
This is
tall,
Paul Pierce
6
for
foot,
real.
Physical specimen. It's way harder for her to find that.
This is Paul
Why
Pierce
do so
for
many
real.
women think they have the golden pussy when every woman has one?
Entitlement. Name of the game. Straight up.
Do you believe in gender equality?
Absolutely.
No, there's no way.
Yeah.
How can men and women ever be equal if pussy costs more money than dick?
I honestly don't think we will ever be equal. I think that that is a dream that we would love to have, and that's something that
But you just said like
Women ever be equal if pussy costs more money than dick?
The game. Straight up.
you just
Do you
said.
believe in gender equality?
Do you believe in it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How can men and women ever be equal if pussy costs more money than dick?
I honestly don't think we will ever be.
Now you already
I think that is a
backtracking
dream
crazy.
that we would love to have, and that's something that we can pursue and fight for. But I don't truly think that we will ever be treated the same. I don't think that's possible.
How likely will women pay for dick or make pussy free?
I don't think they will ever have to pay for dick because I feel like men just always want it, so we could just get it whenever we want, versus men can't necessarily get it whenever they want.
So then what are we fighting for?
Yeah, what are we fighting for? Like, you're fiending for equality, but
Equal
you
pay.
you have the advantage.
Man, we kind of just take
Like, and then they say that bullshit equal pay. That's the dumbest propaganda shit that we have in this like in recent history.
You know, so
No
it's kind of
cap.
one of those things. So like, women should love their bodies, should do what they want with their bodies, and I mean, I guarantee you, if you walk up to more men on this strip, they are more willing to fuck you than a woman would.
Is it easier for women to sell sex than men?
Yes.
I mean, men can do gay porn. That makes hella money.
No, it
Is it
doesn't,
harder
dummy.
for a man to get the woman he
Like,
wants into bed,
what's
or
wrong
for
with
a
you?
woman to get the man she wants to commit?
Harder for a man to get the woman he wants in bed. Most dudes are lame. They don't have game. They're not cool. They're not funny, smart, tall, handsome, all that shit. They don't have money. That's harder for them.
You had to say money
A
twice.
woman can f most dudes she wants to holler at.
Woman to get the man she wants to commit, I would say.
If women think men are trash, why are they so interested in getting his commitment?
I mean,
That's cat. That's
maybe
real.
for security.
A lot of these bitches don't be like feeling like they gotta be like wife material. Baby.
Like-
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Even if you do what you do in the streets, baby, yeah, you do. You gotta cook, you gotta clean, you gotta do all that. You feel me? You gotta abide by your man's rules. You gotta bow down. You gotta do. You feel me? Like I don't know. Like it's a lot.
Why do women often withhold sex when men have a stronger biological need for sex than women?
That's their only way of power. That's how they can control relationships, is sex.
So you just take your dick back. That's all it is. You don't fiend for sex. You don't fiend for sex. That's why all the niggas that
Should
don't fiend
men
for sex
withhold
get
attention and
sex.
resources when men are unhappy with women?
Yes. But
Not
they don't
all,
do
but
it.
A lot of women will leverage sex over men, so is it fair for
They
a
don't
man
do
to
it.
leverage attention and resources over women?
They're gonna
I
say
don't think
no.
it's fair either way. However, I do think that when it
See, like, how you avoiding the obvious answer? Like, you backtracking and
comes
like,
to sex, that it should
What?
be a consensual thing regardless. So if someone doesn't want to, then
but you're not agreeing that they should take away their resources. But you just saying it's
they shouldn't have
consensual.
to, no matter what. Either
Or
either way.
feel pressured to.
Yeah.
Why do women pride themselves on manipulation as a skill when they already control what
Like
men
what?
Not all women have that ability. I mean, manipulation. I mean, I can do it, but like a woman, they can.
Are you sure? Like, no disrespect. Are you
Do
sure?
about-
Like, look at you. Look at what you're wearing.
Anything
Like,
they want, you know.
come on.
Because men are dumb enough to fucking pay for it, or men are dumb enough to do it.
Right, but just like not all women can do it, not all men can afford to pay for it, or would pay for it, right? What is the best and the worst thing about being a woman?
The best and the worst thing about being a woman. Okay, the best thing about being a woman is being a woman. I think it's like being like I'm a woman. It's incredible. And
This is
the
obviously
worst
not her
thing is,
first
like,
language.
Having to be afraid all the time, walking around here alone or any place.
Okay, is it realistic to think that nobody should ever feel unsafe?
If it's realistic, I don't know, but it's like my dream.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, okay?
I mean,
Just-
to be honest, at least on my side, everybody's afraid. Like, everybody's
because
afraid.
women feel,
Especially when
afraid
you're in
all
the hood,
time,
everybody's afraid.
Does that mean they really have a right to be afraid all the time? When,
Sure.
well, at the same time, if a woman is attacked in public and a man is attacked in public, who is more likely to be rescued?
The woman?
I don't know. I think.
You know,
I
bitch.
think-
You know, bitch. Yeah, you know,
Sorry.
bitch. You know. You just don't want to say it.
I guess you're afraid.
You know.
That's a post-trauma from my home.
Do you think men are the biggest threat to women, or are men the biggest protectors of women?
It can go either way.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, it's the good men out there that want to protect, but then there's also bad men that want to do terrible things. For the person that's assaulting, there's also a good guy that's there to save. Yeah.
But aren't most cops and soldiers men?
Yes.
What percentage of men do you encounter catcall you?
A lot.
Probably 85%.
Like we were just touched like multiple times just walking.
Some guy grabbed my nose about 20 minutes ago.
It
Your
is a great
nose.
nose, I will give you that.
Thank you.
Okay.
Look at it from the side.
How often do you
He
feel
tryna- he
yourself
tryna
when a man
scoop.
catcalls you?
100%.
I'll try to scoop too.
Now, I'm not excusing it. Why is catcalling such a big deal?
I think catcalling is such a big deal because I'm not out here dressed like this. You can give a little pan of the outfit. This is not for others' view. This is for me, and this is what I feel most comfortable in. This is not an invitation for you to come objectify me or decide that this body is meant for you. It's mine.
Then stay in the
And
crib.
that's fair. I agree with that.
Like,
now,
What?
for
Like, if you want to dress like that, stay in the crib. Like, stay in the crib.
a lot of women who say they dress for
You gonna dress
themselves,
like that,
why
you're
do you
gonna
often
get people
see
talking to
women
you.
walking
Like,
around
you
in
know it.
uncomfortable shoes
You
and
know
skimpy
it.
outfits when it's
You
freezing
know it.
outside?
Because I made that money, and I'm going to spend that money on some cute heels. And I worked on this body, and I'm going to show it off.
Yeah,
No, I get
exactly.
that, but
You
I'm
wanna
saying
you
if
wanna
you're
show it
dressed-
off. You wanna show off your body. Like, the side effect is men are gonna come to you. The fuck?
Dressing for themselves,
What's
wouldn't they be
wrong with you?
comfortable?
Yeah, I think that me in heels looks a lot better than me in just a pair of sweatpants. I do feel better, and that is still for me. Even if it's not the most comfortable, it feels good to me.
Nah, no
If
cap.
a woman has
No cap.
lots of sexy photos on her
Like, I do feel better when I'm wearing a whole good fit than a sweatsuit. And I wear sweatsuits a lot more than I wear fits. Only because I like to be
dating
comfortable.
profile,
Well, it feels good to me.
if a woman has lots of sexy photos on her dating profile and no bio, should she be surprised if guys are only contacting her for hookups?
Oh, absolutely
No.
not.
No.
Definitely not.
Why not?
Because she's kind of asking for that attention.
Is she not promoting herself in the same fashion if she's out walking the streets in a slutty outfit?
No.
Like, that's literally the same thing. That's literally the same thing. You see her, but in real life, with the same exact fit. Same exact fit.
No.
Like, what?
So why would it make a difference if you're online or out in public?
Because you're posting those photos for like a specific dating app while you're walking outside. It's like how you want to dress.
But both ways, you're saying nothing. Both ways, you're saying nothing.
I dress this way because I want to dress this way for me and not for anyone else. And
For you to get attention.
At least here, if you're going to a club, they have dress codes, and you have to dress a certain way in order to get in, and that is why we are dressed this way.
So why can people make assumptions about you online but not in person?
I think they can make assumptions about both, but online I feel like it kind of goes for more like what you post, because you can kind of choose what you want to post and what you don't want to post. Whereas in person, I guess you can choose what you want to wear and what you don't want to wear, but I don't know.
Why do you think women can't just ignore catcalling instead of just hating on all men?
Because when we ignore catcalling, they don't stop. Like, they'll just come up to us and like be more in our face and more aggressive when we do ignore them.
I don't really think there's a way to win. There's
Gotta
been
sit
times when I can ignore it and they back off,
like
or there's been times when I confronted it
because
and
my
they back
monitor
off,
is
or vice
sideways, no
versa.
cap.
I don't say anything, I continue to get followed. I do say something, I put myself in even more danger. You really just have to gauge the situation, and there really is no right answer to what to do.
Is every time I go out, no matter how I look, someone is being inappropriate with me, and that's when it becomes an issue, because it is inappropriate. And I don't mind, like you say, inappropriate things happen every day, like people either touching you or trying to get something from you. But when it's, I can imagine that's why celebrities struggle being a celebrity status, because they are constantly hounded for attention, and that's how I feel when a guy whistles at me.
Right, so you feel like a celebrity that's being hassled. I feel it though. I feel it though.
If you ask a celebrity, if you
that's why you just like that to feel like a celebrity.
Famous, in order to never ever deal with paparazzi, would they give up the privilege of being famous?
Hell no.
Would you give up the privilege of being sexy as fuck?
Exactly. That's literally what he's saying. That's literally what he's saying.
The type of attention you want.
Like you complain about it, but if it's gone, you're gonna be tight. That's literally what it is. Like,
if you
that's
had
literally
to give
what
up
it
the
is,
idea
though.
of being famous in order to never ever deal with paparazzi, would they give up the privilege of being famous?
Probably not.
Would you give up the privilege of being sexy as fuck?
Does
No
the
cap.
way that you dress attract the type of attention you want?
Not always.
Not always.
So is it fair to blame society, or is it better to just change your own behavior?
Probably, I don't know. I would say that
You do know, but you don't want to say it.
society is the reason that a lot of the problems that we see with dating occur. However, I do think that there are ways for people to avoid them and or change their behavior accordingly. 100%.
I take the steps to make myself feel safer. I carry weapons to be able to protect myself. I learn how to ward off that attention. I've learned how to gauge the body language of, if I yell at this man for hitting on me, is he going to become dangerous or is he going to go away? I've learned how to understand that and figure out what to do in that situation.
And one last question, which I think you just touched upon. I ask, when does blaming society end and personal responsibility begin?
Whenever you're ready to accept it. I think it's everyone's timeline. I don't think it's, I'm going to get off social media and realize that I'm the problem. I think everyone, a part of them is like, no, the world's against me. And so it's whenever you're ready to accept that.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? In Israel, women are badasses. They can beat the shit out of guys. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, maybe more American women should serve in the army, and they'll know how to defend themselves.
Maybe more men needs to like not be attacking.
Well, I think we can do.
Maybe you should be able to learn how to protect yourself. Like, this isn't a reoccurring thing.
I think we can do both. I don't condone the guys who do that.
Fuck rid of the pussy!
I can wear pants. I can wear a top that shows most of my body. And I continue to do so because of all the women who fought for that. Women got the right to vote 102 years ago. That's it. There are women older than that on this planet who were not able to legally vote for the leadership in this country.
That's very little women that are older like that, bro. Very little. There is, but there's very little.
For them. We wear
and they probably looking down upon you.
This shit for them. We do what we want. We have sex with whoever we want for them, because we are still continuing to fight every single day. I am constantly hit on at my place of employment, my professional place of employment. I am treated like a child or like a sex object every single
I mean, look what the fuck you're wearing, bro. But you say it's for you. Look what you wearing, bro. Look what you wearing. First you say it's for you, now it's for feminism. But you fucking for feminism too. Like,
day
what?
Of my life. And I'm going to keep on fighting to make
What?
that not fucking happen, or to make that so that I can feel safe being able to look as I do and to be as young as I am. And
She
go
barely
out
said
and
anything because she knows that she looking dumb as fuck. Like, she barely said anything. She either agreed or just say the obvious.
completely safe.
These are the smart women because they know it is on the wave, but they know that shit is dumb. But you know that wave is good bread.
And I'm going to keep on fighting for that.
That wave is good bread. Like, that wave is good.